Hey, g'day, folks. You're Ilana.
And have you forgotten who you are? You're Sean.
And we are the Downunder Cruisers.
Cruisers.
Welcome on board, folks. Nice to see you here.
Good afternoon.
Just to go into the chat and say hi to everybody. We've got Sean and KC came in on first, so what's up, Sean?
Hey, Sean. Hey, KC.
I'm just running something here in the background here,
dear.
There we go. I'll fix that now.
We hope that you can lip read.
Yeah. Oops. We've got Sean and KC. We've got Destination Unknown. G'day, folks. Welcome to have you on board. We've seen you in another life, but this is the first to see you guys. Welcome. Nice to see you.
Fabulous.
Also, and thank you for stumbling on us. That's really great.
Anyone's welcome.
Yep.
Stumble away.
Blaine Early.
Blaine.
We've got Blaine Early today. Woohoo.
Wow.
And Najuma's here. Nice to see you. Jonathan Short, welcome on board.
Hey, Jonathan.
And Q's Cruisers, well done, guys. You had an awesome live stream today.
Yeah, well
nice to see you there. TJ, hi there. I hope you've locked the sex up, so that's okay. Hey, Eric, how are you, mate?
Hey, Eric,
welcome on board. Thanks for coming on board. Man, you've been putting out a couple of really nice vlogs, and we've been watching them gladly. Really happy to see them. Spikers, how you going?
G'day.
Welcome. And woohoo! G'day, Ronnie. Nice to see you on board.
Oh, it's been busy for everybody this morning, isn't it?
Oh, boy, has it ever. We started off with
8 a.m. for us this morning.
Papa Mozo on board. He did an awesome live stream, and we really want to wish him well. We know he hasn't been feeling too good, but his live stream was absolutely amazing. Followed by followed by Ronnie, and then we had the Q's Cruisers, who did a awesome job. Well done, Q's. Really, really pleased. And then we had that other mob. What are they called?
That Dwight person.
Yeah, that Dwight guy who keeps on picking on me, you know.
He has to learn to speak English.
Absolutely.
Correctly.
And what's more, they've got to drive on the correct side of the road. That mob there, us and more, yeah, we had them. And of course, you've got the best team for last. But having said that, folks, well, we're not last, actually. There's a couple more coming later on. Vizo's Travels coming up with a premiere, and then we've got Two Travel and Tour coming up with their...
Oh, that's great.
I call that their all-nighter, but for us, it's like all-afternooner.
Thank you, Sean and KC, very much.
Just to say, guys, our date is Saturday the 12th. You guys across the pond there are still on Friday the 9th, the 9th of September.
No, the 11th.
Sorry, the 11th of September.
9th month. We do our dates back to front.
Yeah, 9/11, the 11th of September. We remember
19 years
very
ago.
interestingly, 19 years ago. For us, it's not a fond memory. It changed the world as far as we're concerned, but 9/11, our hearts go out to those that are still grieving, and we think about those who were impacted by it. So those of you that are out there that are affected in any way or impacted in any way, we do feel for you guys, and we wish that everything comes through in a good light. Would you agree?
Prayers,
absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. Thoughts and prayers to everybody.
Anything you want to add?
No, I think that's you've said everything.
Awesome.
It's one of those days where you know where you were.
Yeah.
I remember it clearly.
Yeah, I remember it.
Yeah, sure do.
I remember it. Two days that stick very firmly in my mind was one day where, actually three. One day where Australia, I think it was, won the America's Cup and took it off you guys in New York. The second big day in my life was when 9/11 happened, and the third big day in my life was when the US attacked Iran, and that Iran-Iraq war and all the US stuff happened, and that was rather momentous because that was the first televised war, shall we say. Anyway, Blaine's made a comment here. Thanks, but I said, please don't take anything away from to traveling to US and more. Must be a conversation that they were having in there in the chat. You wanted to say something?
I was going to say, Sean, you're looking very smart.
Yeah. Do you like my T-shirt?
I do. Amazing. How gorgeous is that?
Yeah, I think I like yours better.
Oh, mine too. Mine's like a dress, though. Hang on. Sorry, I've just got no hands at the moment. I'm only little, so it's
what's
like
that bag you got?
I disappear into. Where is it? Oh yes, and I'm loving my little tote bag. Sure. This will be going on the big cruise.
Oh yes,
on the cruise.
The cruise.
That group cruise.
The cruise.
I love my tote, and I love my little pocket in there to put my purse in. Excuse me, just on that, I just have a bone to pick with Americans, by the way.
Yeah, what's that?
It's a matter of speaking English properly.
Yeah.
I've had this conversation before with someone speaking of purse and bags. This is a bag. A handbag.
Okay.
According to us. And this is a purse where you put your money in.
What's a wallet?
That will purse or wallet, yeah, same thing.
Well, actually, no, it's sexist. To be honest,
no, I call mine a wallet.
Women, no, but traditionally, though,
okay, yeah,
women had a purse,
yeah,
and men had a wallet. Traditionally,
yeah, I tend to call it a wallet.
Okay.
Right, got that off my chest. Okay,
so we've got that off the chest.
So we're looking very smart in our t-shirts.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're thrilled.
Yep. All right. Okay. So there's a bit of stuff going on in the chat which I don't want to get stuck into. But here's one thing that I will get stuck into. OMG. I think Heather's picking on me now.
No, I think she might be picking on me.
On you? Okay. All right. Well, the good news, folks, is that we are wearing our merch, which is available from Teespring. You can have a look at, if you look at the bottom of the chat, later on, you'll see the link to the Teespring store. Go ahead, get your bits and pieces, and you will really enjoy them. I actually like them. This is a nice size for me, and all's good. We've got Ronnie and Alma in the chat, and Alma goes, she doesn't carry either. Don't carry either a wallet or a purse.
Where do you
don't get personal.
I'm asking the question.
Yeah, don't get personal.
Okay.
Let us stick her.
Okay. Wherever you can find a spot.
It's her stuff, right?
Okay. I won't ask. Keep it. Yeah, right.
I'm saving your modesty.
That's for a different
Alma.
time.
Yeah,
time
absolutely.
And place.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Q's Cruises. Hello, Alma. With Life is Good Today and Life is Good Today. Thanks for jumping in on our live. Yep. Q's, your live was really good, and we had an awesome time. Okay, so let's just have a look at a bit of discussion, folks. We're actually looking for some advice here, and thank you, us and more. I know you guys are enjoying our merch, so folks, join in. Be happy to have you on board.
Okay.
Yep. We're looking for a bit of advice.
We're turning over to you now. We need your brains picked. Okay.
Here we go.
Right. Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, it holds the crown. No, it doesn't.
Just pull out everything.
Hey, Philip. Welcome on board. Do you carry a gun? No. Who are we referring to?
We're in Australia, remember?
Yeah, that's right. We're not allowed guns here, Philip. Remember? OMG. OMG. Okay, so Heather's just caught on. That is a person. And no, it's not. They are two separate entities. Goodness me. My goodness.
Right. Do you want to explain why a purse and a wallet are separate things?
Yeah, because the purse is like your handbag. You carry the kitchen sink in it.
Hang on. No. You're an Australian.
Yeah, that's right. Sorry.
Well, what's going on here? Are you turning into an American?
I'm turning Japanese. I think I'm turning Japanese. No, I shouldn't say that. I'll get into trouble. Elma says, if there is something I can't live without, it goes in Ronnie's pocket.
That's what men are good for.
Okay. Hi there, Lawrence Lindquist. Jacaranda trees blooming yet? Yes. We're getting there. But yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, when you say jacaranda trees, I think of Pretoria, where which was a sister city near where I was brought up. Yes. Yes. Well, Heather is getting on with it.
We've had this conversation before.
Okay. Let's
agree to disagree.
Right.
On that.
Okay. So here we go, folks. As you may or may not be aware, we've got this group cruise happening. We think somewhere around about June or July of 2022. Now, we're really excited, more so than most, because it means that we actually get an overseas trip for us. We're coming across the pond to you guys,
and it'll be the first time.
Yes. And so we're actually looking for advice. Now, we've got very limited time. At most, I can stay away. I'm hoping we can stay away a month, but I don't think so. So what we're looking at is coming across to Florida, because we've got some family members there. And then what we're going to be doing is we're going on the group cruise and then spending a bit more time. We want to be in or around the eastern side. So what we want to do is end up looking at Washington, Boston, and New York. Those are our
that's our aim anyway. Our aim to visit and see those places while we're there.
So the question we've got for you guys is, where do you suggest we go? What do you suggest we look at?
Okay, so we've got New York and Boston and Washington. So help us with places, make suggestions, please. Places that we go. I've heard of the Edge in New York. Whether we're brave enough to go up the top there and onto that platform or not, I don't think Sean knows quite what is in for. Do you know the Edge? Have you heard of the Edge? Think of the Rialto.
Don't do that to me.
Slightly taller.
Don't do that to me.
Okay.
I won't even walk across the top of the bridge, let alone.
I'm a little bit like you, but I think if we're there, I'm game for it. So.
Yes. So any advice would be greatly appreciated. I see we've got 23 people watching at the moment, and so please feed away the advice. We'd be really enthralled and happy to see. Okay, now the other thing that I'm looking at here is I noticed that chat's gone really quiet while they think about it.
Oh, I hope people are thinking about how they can help us with places to see for first timers.
I think I'll just get stuck in my.
How's your coffee going?
Coffee. It's awesome. Coffee with, it's a latte, but boy, is it a big one.
Or in terms of ships, the Royal Caribbean, we want to know about cabins.
Yeah, that's right.
What's a great cabin? Possibly quantum class ship. Inside balcony, that inside balcony overlooking what's it called, the boardwalk, etc.
And some people there will tell us.
My chat's going. Yours isn't. Okay.
So what's happening in the chat?
All right. Oh, welcome, Raphael. Sorry, our chat's.
There we go.
There we go. It sort of stopped.
What's going on YouTube?
The dog took you for a walk, Raphael. Good. Glad it knows its way home.
Yeah.
Didn't take you under the deck, did it?
So Asamora saying that Florida is duh. We're going there. So we'll catch up with you guys anyway.
Yeah.
After I've seen my cousins and all that
exciting.
sort of stuff. So dog took you for a walk. That little runt took you for a walk. That little cute runt, what you got there is awesome.
Eric, yes, you had to do New York City, so we've never been, so we want some suggestions.
Yeah.
If we were there for, say, 3 days?
Yep. Jonathan.
What are the must-dos in New York if you're there for 3 days?
Jonathan Short saying the Smithsonian are free in Washington, and
Fantastic.
there's even a Smithsonian zoo.
Yep.
That would be awesome.
Brilliant, thank you. Put that on our list.
Thank you, Destination Unknown. It's years of practice. All you do is got to listen to this Ruffy guy, and it does change. The way he says it changes depending on the number of shoeies is actually consumed in a session.
Can I say, Sean, I've said this before, Sean does accents. He is amazing at accents. And if he was to hear you for the first time, he can pick not just the country, but almost down to the city where you're from. It's quite incredible.
Philip, are you sure you want to do a Florida cruise? When I was looking at flights cost 2 years ago, it doubles the cost compared to doing a San Francisco flight.
Okay, well,
Philip, the reason for the cruise out of Florida is because I have family members in Florida. I've got a cousin who's in Fort Myers, and we are going in there to visit with the family and spend some time with them. And then they will join us on the cruise as well.
Hoping to as well, because they're cruise addicts.
Heather, the Holocaust Museum in DC.
Thank you. Yes,
thank you for that.
You.
Yes, definitely want to go and see that.
Absolutely.
Jonathan, did you see my post about the Smithsonian? Yes. We did. Thank you. We did. Najuma says there's so much to do in New York City. Depends on what you're interested in. Yeah.
Okay. Well, we have to think about it. We haven't quite.
Ruffy, let me just tell you that
he's really had a shoe today.
I put the shoe down, and
Seriously?
before I'd even gone to grab it for a second hit, it ended up in the washing machine.
I washed it already. No mucking around here.
She doesn't like me having my leftover drinks.
It's actually a steel cap.
A steel toe cap. Yeah.
So I can't tell you, the smell was horrendous. Never mind the taste.
Alma, I don't have an accent. No, Alma, I don't have the accent.
No, we don't.
Everybody else does.
We know where we'll stand out like a sore thumb when we get there, won't we? G'day, mates. We'll do our real croc Dundee.
Ruffy, anyone else buffering? Your screen's going black. Oh, that's not a good look.
Oh, you had that last time.
Yeah. Heather, mine's good. That's okay. So it must be Ruffy. We had that issue earlier on when we were on with Q's Cruises. Our internet decided that it needed a holiday, so it did what it needed to do. Eric is saying that tons to do, lots of great museums, but you've got to walk across the Brooklyn Bridge. Yeah, that is definitely an option.
Do they still have the half-tick box at Times Square for shows? Are shows still going on? I don't know what the situation is in terms of lockdown and restrictions and things. Hopefully by 22.
Yeah.
We should be all back to normal, or we won't be going anywhere.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Any updates? Let me see. You're getting updates, but I'm not.
Ruffy, yes, your phone on its last legs.
Ruffy, your phone must be a Samsung or something. It's not an iPhone, because iPhones don't go on their last legs.
Well, we're not getting chat at the moment, so
there we go. There's a chat there from Ruffy.
Yes, that's the last chat we've got.
Excuse me. So we've got New York, we've got Washington, the Smithsonian. That'd be awesome. What about Boston? Anybody got anything on Boston? Brooklyn Bridge in New York. Want to see the Statue of Liberty? Yeah,
and now I have had many friends who've gone there. It's an old railway bridge. Is it High Line? Something like High Line? It's a park. Up on the railway bridge. It's supposed to be beautiful. I'd like to go there. Oh, Ruffy. Megan Morris, welcome.
Hi, Megan.
Cheers
welcome
to you.
aboard. Cheers to you as well. What are you drinking, Megan?
And is it out of a shoe or in a
Ruffy and I are the only idiots that do it out of a shoe.
Well, Ellis Island. Yep. Okay. Yep. Thank you, Raphael. Ellis Island.
And
I assume
Eric
that there's
is
a ferry
saying,
or a boat trip that you can do.
Eric is saying the 9/11 Museum. Absolutely, that's a definite must.
Broadway,
the Met Broadway show. There
Met.
are a great art museum, Statue of Liberty. Yep.
And I assume there's a hop-on, hop-off bus as well.
Now,
for me, I think they're the best way to get around.
Now, Eric, you're in New York, are you? Let us know. That would be awesome. Ellis Island, yeah.
Can you also give us some cabin ideas, please, as well? What sorts of, for those who've been on Royal Caribbean?
Rockefeller Center.
On the big ones?
Broadway, the Empire State, at church service at Harlem.
Oh.
That'd be interesting.
Some great ideas.
Eric, you know what? You're
cross
quite
fingers,
right.
Eric.
I've got everything crossed, even my toes.
Oh.
Yep. Okay.
You've got a bit of a wedgie, have you?
Megan, no shoes here, just some pin on.
I forget, just straight down the hatch.
He needs a shoe, just use the damn buckle. Visa, Brooklyn Bridge, Better Park, Central Park. Yeah, but we'll be having two lots of Central Park. We'll have Central Park on the ship, if it is that ship, or
yeah, and the real one.
Yeah, and the real one. That would be awesome. Eric, he's in Louisiana, but has been to New York 7 or 8 times. Hey, here's a challenge.
I'm sure the queue.
Come over and visit us.
I'm sure Sarah will have some ideas because they're in New York.
Destination Unknown says we did an Airbnb experience in November in New York City. It was very cool.
Yeah, that's a thought that we've had too.
Yeah.
Rather than a hotel.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. You get to hang out with like-minded individuals, and that's awesome. Ruffy having a good life at Megan. Tour of Resort Premier is in less than an hour. Yep. Okay, we'll be there. We'll be square.
Be really interested to see that.
Yep.
Mexico looks amazing, actually. It's
It
sort of caught my eye now.
Yep.
And seems to be the place to go at the moment.
And Ruffy's talking about Yankee Stadium as well.
What game is that again?
I think it's baseball.
What game is it?
I think that's baseball. That's okay. We can go with baseball. We've got Basil Ornelas on board here.
Basil Ornelas?
G'day, Dad.
Basil.
As long as it doesn't rain. Yeah, as long as it doesn't rain in New York.
What a surprise.
Yeah. Actually, I'm just putting this forward to the community. So we do YouTube live streams. My dad does a radio show here called J Air, which is a radio station dedicated to the Melbourne Jewish community. And so he does a weekly show. And so his music comes from, way back when, even before I was a squirt.
He covers quite a range of
he does. But the good news is it runs in the family. His face, my face, we're all involved in happy stuff. So good to see you on board, Dad.
He has the most beautiful voice for radio.
He does.
Really,
he does.
Really fabulous voice.
And Dwight, if you want to argue, he does speak English properly.
He does.
Philip is saying he was on RCL in China cruise. The mini suite was the only good thing on the cruise. The mini suites had their own pool area and meal area, was not crowded at all.
Oh, you went out of Shanghai, if I'm not mistaken. I remember you mentioned Shanghai once.
That makes a difference.
Okay. I'd like to know why your experience, it was the only good thing.
Ruffy, stop spending my money, please.
I don't think we'll be going on a mini suite. We're happy. Do you know what? We're happy with a cupboard, to be honest, at the moment. Yeah,
that's true. Destination Unknown, well, they have experiences that are like excursions hosted by locals. Yep.
Yep. You can do walking tours, I believe, with locals and all sorts of things. So,
that's awesome.
I've been watching, COVID sort of makes you spend time at home sort of browsing YouTube, and I found this young guy, an American, in his early 20s, and he speaks amazing Chinese. He taught himself, and then he spent some time in Beijing. He's in his early 20s, and he goes around to Flushing to Chinatown, and he pretends he can't speak Chinese, and he goes shopping and he goes to restaurants, and all of a sudden he stuns everybody and just starts conversing in the most amazing Chinese, and they're all sort of like, whoa. And I've been sort of addicted to that on YouTube. Chalma is his name.
Yeah, there was a thing on TV we had where there was a girl being interviewed by somebody. That was also another YouTube channel, and she could speak 20 languages. Give me a break. I can barely get on with talking my own properly.
Let's start with English with you first. Oh, okay. Does that mean our dinner date's off?
Yeah, sorry, hun. Lawrence is saying we're going to need a few more days in New York City.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
Oh, that's fine.
On the other hand, we could make it really short and then have to come back again.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
There you go. Leave something behind.
Absolutely. And Ruff is going on, of course, the 9/11 memorial. Yes, we will go there. He's got a tribute about that. Megan is saying that Tiffany's is a must visit.
Oh, well.
Okay.
Have your wallet and your credit card handy, please.
Listen, the surname is Ornelas, not Onassis, okay?
Can I just at least look?
Oh, well, right. You can. Philip is going, have a look at Don's YouTube. He was on the RCL cruise after mine. All his issues had the same issues with RCL and the Chinese.
We saw his program when he was in China.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. We'll have a look at that.
We did. Okay. So now we've got.
Okay. So lots of ideas for New York. Thank you so much for that. That's great. We will certainly go back and have a look at all those suggestions and make a list.
But then what came before that was Ruffy saying to Megan, make sure you don't have a drink in your hand for the first minute. Yeah, okay. Right. Okay. So that's okay.
Might be time to get the plastic sheet out, Megan, to put on the sofa.
Okay. Plastic sheet. Dad.
Take note.
You taught me everything I know.
You have an exemplary example. It doesn't make okay.
You're the teacher,
in your parents.
Megan is saying that Tiffany's actually has quite a bit of affordable pieces. Ilana needs one.
Megan. I do. Really, I do.
Okay, Megan. Let me just put this into perspective, right? What might be affordable in US dollars may not be affordable in Aussie dollars. So we'll need to have a look at that and see.
Well, it's still 2 more years to hopefully possibly balance the scales with the exchange rate. Anything could happen between now and then.
Absolutely. Okay, so no one's actually touched on Boston as yet. So who's got any ideas about what we can do in Boston? And Washington as well, aside from the fact that we've got
a couple of ideas for Washington.
And we've got cousins to visit there as well. You know who's there? Colin?
Yes, we do.
And Gavin's daughter's there as well.
Okay, good.
Ruffy, just walk away if they want to take you to the... Oh, yeah, okay.
Is it like they open up the coat and they've got watches all hanging the coat?
Oh, no, have we got a bunch of watches for you to do?
Yeah, what fell off the back of the truck. Yeah.
Now, Ruffy, I've got a question for you. Follow the red line. Is that before or after a shoey?
Follow the red line. Okay.
I just want to make sure. Is it before or after the shoey? Us and more, just bring an empty bag with you. Take it back full.
Yeah, but flying overseas, we've only got a 20, possibly 22 kilogram limit, and that's just my luggage. Sean gets a little tiny corner of a suitcase. Luckily, it's summer though, so clothes will be lighter. So
Cindy's saying that she's going to research some things for us in Boston.
thank you, Cindy.
That'd be
Appreciate
awesome.
it.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, it's just so, I love doing all this research and planning. We did actually get the map
I've got the
yesterday
map up.
and sort of had a look at where things are in relation to other places.
Yeah, we got the map up.
But we might, if we're flying Air New Zealand, we may be flying out of San Francisco.
Is an actual red line on the street? Okay.
No.
Again, my question for you, Ruffy. Is it before or after a shoey? Megan, have you guys been to US before? So, Megan, the answer to that question is a very quick no.
Well, I have literally put my feet there. I've been to Hawaii and LA very, very briefly back in the 80s.
Heather, he gets to be rolled into a ball in the corner of the suitcase.
That's about it. And then he complains. I keep sneaking shoes back in. He takes my shoe. Oh, not another pair of shoes. So I pretend to take them out. I tell him I've taken them out, and then I actually put them back in again. He's got no idea.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You'll keep.
Nothing, I don't know. I end up not wearing them. I mean, we all know that's the case.
Yeah.
But,
Harvard's in Boston. What, you want me to go to university now, Ruffy? Oh, my goodness.
the University of Life will be fine.
Yeah, Ruffy's telling me the red line before or after the shoey. Yeah, that's okay. I can handle that. So somebody was saying in one of the chats beforehand that the only way to go on these cruises is to have a drinks package. Man, I'm beginning to think with all you guys that are on board right now,
Oh dear.
I think I'm going to need a medical package because the drinks will have to be intravenously fed, by the way you guys are talking. Party after party after party.
I just need to say that I can't actually drink a lot of alcohol because of my liver. I have a liver issue, so...
Hey, we all have a liver issue.
No,
at least we can...
You know that I have.
Yeah, at least we can drink other stuff. Hey, we got Nick D in the chat here. G'day, Nick. How you going? Advice, follow the red line, aka the Freedom Trail, and you'll see all the major historical locations. Boston is fairly compact.
Thanks, Nick.
Thanks, Nick. Welcome aboard. Right. Nice to see you here. At least somebody's got some intelligence here, Ruffy. He knows how to put forward a bit of advice.
Right.
You didn't even come back with the answer before or after the shoey until really far down in the chat.
Give him a break, honestly.
Truth be known, Heather, Ilana comes in with a 40-kilo bag, that's 220s, and gives me the overnighter.
Yeah, but we don't have to. But we weren't flying. We drove to Sydney for our last cruise, so we could pack the car up with however.
Oh my God! Did
whatever
we pack the car up?
Jesus,
the boot wasn't even big enough. We had to lower the back seats.
But we really will have to be compact.
Philip says an alcoholic is anyone who drinks more than yourself. I'll drink to that one. Ruffy says
to that.
Yeah. Ruffy says Royal has a better drink package, unlimited carnival, only 15 drinks.
That Princess, Princess has the 15 drink limit too.
Yeah.
Oh, that's alcoholic drinks though. Is that alcoholic drinks? Is the drink package including what does the drink package include? Can someone help us? Is it juices as well, coffee, etc.? Because I know the Princess has the $15 limit. It's for alcoholic drinks.
Ruffy said, ask Nick if before or after, and we were talking about the red line there. So Nick comes back and says during. This is Ruffy's answer. Good idea. Heather goes, if you can't drink alcohol, then when you book it, tell them you want one drink and one specialty package due to medical.
Okay.
All right. That's cool.
Because we, yeah.
Well, with me,
I allow myself a beautiful, I love a daiquiri.
Yeah.
So that's my choice of
Yeah.
pre-dinner drink. But I can't. I have a benign tumour on my liver, so I need to be careful.
Oh, Heather's saying that we should add the boot. But that's for Ruffy. Beer and alcohol, as well as coffee, soda, etc., are included in the drinks package. Heather's saying you would be so lucky to get an overnight bag. You're looking at getting the bathroom bag.
That's being generous, Heather.
Where's that other bag that we just got?
That's being our tote bag.
Our tote bag.
That's too big for you, hun.
Oh. Thank you very much.
Tell them you're pregnant and show them my senior citizens card at the same time.
But Philip, I tried showing that I was pregnant.
He can pass as being pregnant.
Oh gosh. Oh boy. Yeah, that's crazy. What else?
Some good suggestions, though.
This merriment, all this merriment, I don't know. So we've got alcoholic drinks going left, right, and centre.
Okay, good. Good.
What's this? Ruffy's saying, just stay close to me when you wobble from side to side.
Okay.
Okay. Are you talking about me or no? I don't want to.
Thank you. No wobbling going on here right now.
Since you will do it in the opposite direction than me, yeah, that's right. You have to bring that in.
That just reminds me, Raphael, I did promise weeks and weeks ago we were going to do the experiment with the water, if you recall, and I pushed the plug in the sink, but I pushed it in and it wouldn't come up again. So if you recall, because we were asking about which way the water goes down. Do you know, just speaking of water going down in the toilet.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know if American people, we have such a thing as a half flush and a full flush in our toilet.
Yeah, that's right.
Today. That's an Australian invention.
Is it?
Yeah, we have half and full flush. So if you just do number onesies, you press the half flush. I think I've had too much coffee right
You
now.
have, because you need a half flush, right?
If you do more than number onesies, you press the full flush, because we have water restrictions. So we have to save water.
But we've got a whole ocean out there.
That's why there are handles everywhere. Except for Wibble Wobbles, us and more. Oh, to Raphael.
So while we're talking about that, well, let me see now.
Okay. Yes, I did ask you, Raphael, you tell me which way yours goes, and then we'll investigate.
So Heather has said, yes, it's an energy saver flush.
Oh, so you do have those things. Well, that's an Aussie invention.
Bloody Aussies get in everywhere.
I know. Just amazing things. The Hills Hoist.
Yeah, that's
lawnmower.
right. Mower. The lawnmower. Yeah, the Victor mower. What else?
Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi? No, that was in the US.
I thought Wi-Fi was invented here. Anyway, we just don't like to think so. It's a bit like, we claim New Zealanders as our own. They're famous and,
that's right.
and do really great stuff. So,
that's right. So to the general chat out there, because we've got our group cruise happening in 2022, you can tell that we've got a bunch of nice people going along.
And more.
Yeah, because we've got a nice crew going out there. Come and join us. Have some fun and merriment with us. It's going to be a real good fun time. Ruffy's answered your question.
Anti-clockwise.
Anti-clockwise.
Okay.
All right. Heather's gone and said, got to find a way to do it half. Yeah, okay. I'm not sure exactly what you were checking. But anyway.
Is that
the flush?
Is that a play on flushing?
Oh, I see. All right. Half-assed.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. Okay.
Hello, Sherry. Welcome.
Ah, Sherry. How are you? Welcome aboard. Join us on the chat. Destinations unknown. I want to go. Come on down. Now, listen, folks. Anybody who's going to come on to the cruise with us, our TA that's going to handle us all for the group is Cindy at Spikers. travel. So just message Cindy and she'll get you all organised on the cruise with us. It's going to be absolutely awesome. Bit some chat going on between people in the group. Us and Maura saying a half flush.
Yeah, Basil, thank you. I knew someone would have to put us straight because God forbid that would be telling big fibbies to everybody.
Yep.
Yes, the black box.
The black box was invented in Australia, as was
orange,
the Hills hoist.
strangely enough.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep. Yes, correct. Like in the plains.
Yes, Heather, like in the plains. That's correct.
That is an Aussie invention.
And then there's some more communication going in the chat there, and Dad's getting some hellos there, so that's awesome.
I'm so thrilled that he came to visit us today.
Yeah, you know what I did?
Oh, that's beautiful.
You know what I did? I did a funny thing.
Oh, did you?
I went and put a message out in the family chat thing saying that they're coming in. So there should be a few more in the chat as well. Cindy is saying, yes, you can message me on Facebook under Cindy Spiker or Cindy Spiker Travels.
Good on you, Cindy.
Thank you for that, Cindy. Glad you did that.
Yeah, Look forward to all the good things that they're going to see and do.
We're going to have a ball.
Can we just do a catch-up on, because last Saturday we didn't have our pontifications from our fabulous premier, Mr. Dan. Would you like to fill everybody in on what's happened since?
Mr. Dan?
Mr. Andrews? Philip might be able to. I don't know what Philip thinks about all this here in Victoria.
No. So... Mr. Dan, I use the word Mr. very loosely, but this gentleman who is the premier of our state put us in lockdown for another 2 weeks, and so he has actually created a whole big political hoo-ha going around because the business community are not exactly happy. We're struggling, and the business community as a whole in the country are suffering because of this lockdown. So, but then it's funny, we've got a football community that just trips around the country as if, they've got free reign, but everybody else is in lockdown.
And can't move across. Yeah. We've got our grand final, our Australian Football League grand final, AFL grand final, which is sort of the equivalent, it's sort of a poor man's equivalent, I should say, to your Super Bowl. For our Australian rules football, and it can't be held in Melbourne, which is the traditional home of Aussie rules football because of lockdown. So they've got it in Brisbane, up in Queensland, but the borders between Queensland and New South Wales are closed. Between Victoria,
hang on. I got something to say.
Yeah.
Why are we bringing the mood down?
Well, we're just filling in and saying
how
ridiculous everything is.
Well,
the football players,
they all agree,
can go up cross borders, but people who have relatives dying in hospital can't cross the border to visit them. So
they agree. They agree.
Just crazy. Anyway.
And it is crazy. And Philip has actually asked a really good question.
I agree.
Why are the black boxes orange? So they can be seen.
So why
they should actually call them orange
to begin with?
Yeah, that's true. Because you never know what's inside. It might be black. Ooh, can't use that colour. Extremely dark brown. Okay. Megan, what's our Australian airline of choice?
Well, we would choose Qantas, but I have flown in New Zealand before, and I shouldn't say this, but they are fellow.
If we were travelling around Australia internally, Virgin would be our choice. A, because they're cheap, and B, the service is not bad. Qantas, yeah.
International, I fly Singapore Airlines.
But we'll go.
I have a reward.
We'll go New Zealand Airlines, okay?
Their reward system.
We'll do it in New Zealand. Okay, so.
No, we can't. Hello, Megan.
Megan. No. And not for the next week and a half at least. So, yep.
I am very grey and yeah.
Yes, Asamoah, back to the group cruise. Thank you.
I can't even go to a dog groomer to get my hair done.
Oh, sorry. Philip, you're asking some really deep and meaningful questions here. Why don't they make the plane out of the same material as a black box since they're indestructible? Yeah, good question. Good question. Maybe because it would bounce too hard. I don't know. That's a very, maybe it won't fly because it's too heavy. Maybe. Don't know. Good question.
Well, I don't even understand how a plane can get off the ground to begin with.
Hey,
It's
better
just
still, how can
beyond my comprehension.
Yeah.
Yes, don't talk to me about thrust and all that sort of stuff. It's still.
Sherry's saying
I'm
that
talking
we're
about
both.
planes. Hello.
You're the one with a dirty mind. Jeez. Sherry is saying us poor things for another 2 weeks. Yep, thank you. We agree with that.
Well, it may
saying,
it may not be, but it may continue because our cases are really not coming down.
Yeah, but they're not going up either.
No, well.
Heather's saying you can't keep the country under lockdown. People and business will suffer majorly. You're not wrong. They are suffering already.
A lot of people are revolting.
We know
and
that.
They're pretty horrible as well.
Yeah, we know that. Philip says it's been so long since he's driven, he's forgotten how to drive. That depends on what you're driving, Philip.
Well, apparently Vic roads are that's our state's body on roads and driving licenses and car registration are offering to refund some of our annual registration fees.
Oh, really?
Yep.
That's nice.
If you can, I think, prove that you're at home and not needing your car for work. We are permitted workers, so we use our cars.
Megan is saying she's only flown Virgin and enjoyed. Found Qantas to be quite a bit more expensive. It is
more expensive.
It is more expensive.
I haven't flown Qantas in years and years and years and years.
Heather from Us and More is saying that it might be too heavy for the whole plane to be made in that sort of construction.
Because they're going lighter with carbon fibre now.
Yeah, they are. They are.
Yeah.
Soon you'll have a piece of material wrapped around the end and
and you have to flap.
Yeah. Yes.
Some interesting thoughts there.
Very interesting thoughts. Heather's saying, I think Ilana has too much coffee. Love when she laughs, though. It's contagious.
Oh, God. I just hope, Heather, the kookaburra doesn't come out in me. I can sometimes hear my laugh, and it almost sounds like a kookaburra.
Yeah, no.
The day will come. Yeah, sure doesn't want me to. But,
no, not right now.
I've only had 3 coffees, actually, so far.
Yeah, but there's nothing in it. It's just coffee.
I know. A bit of something interesting in it, but
yeah.
I've had my ration. No, I haven't had my ration yet for today.
What? Tim Tams?
Don't talk about Tim Tams.
Okay.
Very naughty this week.
Yeah, you have. We have been. We have been. Right.
We have been.
Considering what Dave got us for Father's Day, me for Father's Day, and
we had a lovely. Do you want to say what it is?
Go on.
No, it was your Father's Day.
It was a tray of different types of tasting plates of cake, and it was awesome.
Little sort of petit size.
Yeah.
Black Forest, beautiful little tiny Black Forest cake. There was a lemon meringue curd cake.
It was awesome.
Like a little tiramisu cake. Oh my goodness! It was a green apple.
Yeah. It was beautiful. And he sat there with a big smile on his face watching us feed our faces. He could have had some.
There was our sort of keto was dead in the water.
Our what?
But, I know. Well, we can't say we're doing full keto now anyway.
Yeah, okay.
Megan,
we've got Danny from Griswolds. Welcome.
Megan's asking what our brunch menu is. Oh, dear. We've gone to the wayside today. We've been very slack today.
Yeah, we have been slack. Well, on the menu today is the group cruise. That's on the menu because anything you want to eat or drink will be available on that group cruise. Wouldn't you agree, guys? Would you agree?
I'm smoothing ahead.
Yeah.
Yes, I'll just say yes. I don't know what I'm saying yes to.
So Sherry
someone wants
wants
me to do the kookaburra. Oh dear.
Yeah, someone say something.
I'm going to have to.
No. Mine sounds like a laughing hyena. Yep.
I thought that was not. I thought
Yeah,
you
that was
said I
Heather.
sounded like one for a
No,
minute.
that was it. Megan is saying, "Hey, Danny, I'm going to try hit up your trivia tomorrow evening if I'm home." Danny has the most awesome trivia shows, guys. So if you get a chance, get onto the Griswolds Live and have a look. See. By the way,
answer any question.
But no, they're all US based. By the way, folks, if you're a creator, hashtag create. If you are a supporter, hashtag support. And if you're just a yobbo, just hashtag yobbo will be there. Would be great. Philip, have you been to Oasis Bakery on North Road? I've got a takeaway meal from them.
Philip, that's just almost around the corner from us.
Yeah,
that's up our way.
Yeah, that's decadent.
Jealous.
Yeah, that's decadent.
We used to eat, occasionally have an early dinner there.
Yep.
Brilliant food. It's Middle Eastern people. Middle Eastern food. Gorgeous. Did I allow him? My goodness me, that sounds like
yeah, she did.
She
him. Unlocked.
Sean was kind enough to share his Father's Day goodies with me.
Of course, so
we
always.
What he had, I had too.
And Dave could have had some as well if he wanted, but he was just watching. Yeah. Danny is saying Megan Morris tomorrow's show is me and Landon. Trivia is on Wednesday. That's awesome. So we've got Destination Unknown Creator. Guys, I've got to get back and have a look at your channel again. And folks, please do that. Ruffy with Viso's Travel, creator of Chaos, always. Sherry Sunset is a creator.
Indeed.
Us and Mora creators. Indeed. Well, Heather is the creator. I don't know about Dwight. Life is Good Today. Woo! Creators. Yep. Megan, will they have a Porto on the cruise? Favorite chicken I had in Melbourne.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that would be awesome.
Yes.
Yeah. That would be nice. That would be nice. Megan, you sound too much like a Melbourneite. Come on down. Come back home.
She wants to come.
Viso, supporter of Shoeies.
Number one supporter.
Yep. Megan, Danny, when is the Netflix trivia? Blaine is a creator, and Spike's Crazy Adventures are creators. Najuma is just a fan. Good on you, Najuma. Welcome and welcome. Hey, I was just looking at your photo there in your profile. Yeah. That looks like an awesome video with you and your man. So yes,
that's just beautiful.
It is. Just awesome. Need more pictures like that. So, well, we've been waffling on for about 52 minutes. So, any last thoughts on the type of cabin that we should get on the cruise? Danny says no Netflix trivia. Megan Morris, we're going to talk about Netflix. We were watching the Duke Notre Dame game while on stream tomorrow also. Jonathan Short is a creator with the 6 Travelling Shorts.
I love that name. That's great.
And Danny is also a creator. In fact, folks, we are watching some amazing vlogs that are coming out from all around the world. I've seen a few there with Viso doing, or Ruffy at least, doing some stuff out of Mexico. Yeah. Also, Nurse Nancy's been doing some stuff out of Mexico, her trips there as well. So there's been some exciting stuff going on. And now that things are starting to open up slightly and people are allowed to travel, we've got some awesome things going on. So opportunity to talk about you looking at some of our partner channels as well. Go ahead, have a look at Q's Cruises.
Hashtag if you're a partner channel, we'd love to see you all and acknowledge all our partners. Yep.
So Q's Cruises are a partner. Midlife Crazy, who are currently in Mexico, are a partner.
They're having a great time.
Sailing Away with TNK are partners. as well as us and our partners. I think that's everybody. Have I forgotten somebody? We'll see anyway. I know somebody will poke me in the ribs. Sherry is saying, can you message me or link your Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook, Destination Unknown? Because that's a name that is first up. Megan, word on the street is that Blaine is the ultimate supporter.
Absolutely, yes.
Connector, marketer, and has a great channel also. Yes,
indeed.
Definitely.
He is indeed.
Ruffy, premiering 20 minutes.
Yep,
we know that.
We're heading that way.
Philip, watch the Netflix movie called The Babysitter.
Oh.
Yeah, okay.
Is it a babysitter that you don't want in your house, looking after your kids?
Sherry Awesome is saying, I found you, Jonathan Short. So lucky Jonathan. Getting more people to their channel. So, time is a-traveling.
It is. Time is a traveller.
Time is a traveller. Tenterfield Saddler. Oh, another great Aussie show. Oh, we should be careful. We might have the powers that be, so we're not allowed to use those words.
No, we shouldn't have quote a song.
No, that's right. No, definitely not. Shh. Yeah.
I'd like to say thank you for all those wonderful, wonderful suggestions. That's been amazing. We'll certainly investigate and
Blaine is saying, well, thanks, Megan Morris. It was kind, but I look at it as being a friend to all, and that you certainly are. Spikers are saying, great hanging out with you two tonight. I hope you have a great day. Thank you very much, Cindy.
You have a great night.
You guys have a great night, and there's so much stuff happening. So why don't you guys all move across to Visso's Travel, have a look at Ruffy with his premiere, and after that on to TTT and have an awesome night. I think we're going to call it a day early, aren't we?
It's a day. Well, it is a day, so we'll call it a day.
Yeah, okay, it is a day.
It is a day.
We could call it an afternoon.
It is technically, yes, it's an afternoon. Destination Unknown, yes, I'm interested in.
Destination Unknown. I'm not Aussie, but I love making my way to Australia soon. I'm actually in process of planning my New Zealand trip. Yeah, if you come this way, you've got to stop off here.
If you happen to come to Melbourne,
look us up.
Please look us up, really and truly. And you'll love New Zealand is fabulous. We did a cruise around New Zealand. Love it.
Yep. Blaine is saying hit those likes because we're missing some thumbs. Yes, I agree with that. And Heather's saying I'm trying to find you on YouTube. That's what popped up. Okay. Awesome.
Okay.
All right. So
we will say good afternoon to you all.
And good evening and good night.
And we'll see Raphael and Visso soon with your premiere. Can't wait. Thank you all for joining us today and giving us fabulous suggestions.
And to the family members, thank you for joining in.
Thanks, Basil. Good to see you. It's great. G'day.
G'day, folks. Have an awesome day.